Hi, we are Priyanka and Abhinav.
So when we first met Taj Interiors, it was in Prestige Royal Garden, and we actually had a look at their project, which these folks were, working on. And through that project, they were so much confident regarding that project, regarding their work. And I mean, I have rarely seen somebody showcasing their work so confidently and so freely. And these folks were so blunt that all of a sudden they told us that, come see the property, visit the site, and look at the staffs, see our work in present and in existence. So this was something which was actually shocking for me, because none of the interior designers generally lets you visit their current working site.
I want to add one thing that they convinced two generations. First we and our parent also. So indeed it was our parent. They were so much confident of their work that okay, they told us that okay, let's go ahead with them. And our interior was finalized before our flat was finalized.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, we beforehand we knew that they were somebody who's gonna work in our so-called dream house, the house where the dream abode, I would say. So I mean, I'm really happy with their work, and the kind of finish which they have given to our flat, our property, uh, at Vaishnavi Shireen. So the word serene is something which is actually there at my home. Whenever you enter, that feeling from that interior work comes once you get inside the house, basically. So I mean, all thanks to them. Great work, great team. And
Very
especially,
disciplined and prompt on
yeah, and
time.
especially Tasmia is a very good person to work with.
Fardin is some sort of operation guy who is ready to sort out any problem in a very short span of time. Short span of time means a couple of hours. That's it. Any
Very
requirements
responsive people.
and we used to travel from South Bangalore to North. So in between there were many flats, designer houses, or what you can say the interiors were there. So we used to visit them, then coming here to our place. And in between the way, if we find something that okay, that is really fascinating, we will present the idea to Tasmia and Fardin. And I think in couple of days that will be implemented. So really hats off to you guys.
And
Whatever.
thanks to them, I mean, there were many changes and there were many inclusions in the last moment as well. But these people reciprocated it in a very positive way, and the response was affirmative. I would like to say that.
I would recommend. Indeed, at least in my office circle, everybody is very happy with the work which I they did in my house. So they are looking forward for them if they are planning for their house also. So at least on my housewarming, at least they have earned 5 6 customers. At least once they finalize, then they will get the deal done. No question asked. That's it.
That's you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, team. Great work. Great team.
Close to Taj Interiors.
Yes, kudos to Taj Interior. Great team. Great work.
I think they are far better than Bonito Designs.
Be on it, and we went through numerous designs actually. And every time we went back to Taj Interiors and asked suggestions from them. So, what we suggested was something different. They told us, they came with this design stating that this would meet the color of the door, which would look a sort of, something which belongs to this place. The rafter, which is with the contrast, the marble kind of finish of the of the wallpaper. So this was something which actually was, matching the design of the door, and this was something which was suggested by their creative team, to keep it simple and elegant. So I mean, thanks a lot, team, for this design. And once you open the door, the interior appears as if it belongs to this place. It's not something which doesn't match the structure of the door, the color of the door, and all.
So basically, what we planned first time that okay, it should be a single color and slightly broader, but and they agreed to it. But once while we were having discussion, Tasmia suggested that okay, sir, instead of making it broad, what we can do that make it slightly compact and bring this thing, which will be in adding or matching the our furnitures which are of the wooden thing, and also in night time when we see it, so it complements the door and all those things. So it does not look like some sort of a butterfly, but it is a very constant throughout the home. So these things came into it. The designs were very simple. These lighting things, these were their brainchild. We were not aware of that thing. So they indeed said that okay, sir, we can make it slightly fancy and very subtle. Similarly, once it is done on the back side, if we look at this carcass, uh, uh, actually we were thinking of some sort of box sort of things at the particular height, but she told that okay, sir, no, something should come from bottom till this what to say the
The door length.
door length. So instead of going for a box sort of a structure, so what we suggested that okay, we can use it as for the storage also. So couple of discussions happened and she came up with this idea that which
Actually,
we-
one fine morning, I mean, one fine evening, evening, I guess. So I was having a discussion with Tasmia, and I told her that see, this space looks as if something is missing. We chatted and we did some brainstorming, and finally she suggested me a sort of structure which would be from bottom to the door length, wherein I can be using it as a showcase. I can be using it as a storage. I mean, one in two in one, sort of stuff, which actually would beautify my room, beautify my hall space, hall come living space, and would add texture to this interior as well. So I mean, thanks. So that was something which was very creative from their side, and thanks a lot, team, for suggesting something like this, which actually adds beautification to our place.
and being a shopaholic, we have a very curiosity or what to say very tempted to put something at the corner of everywhere in the house.
Yeah, actually, we
there's-
both are travel enthusiasts. We love
So
traveling a lot,
we-
so we keep collecting more or less stuffs.
so they suggested that okay, sir, let's do what we do, we will keep your corners open, whatever thing you purchase or you do, you can place it at the corner. So if you look at the entire house, every corner of the room it is open usually, which is not a case. The interior, it starts basically from the corner to make the space utilized. In our case, it is the reverse thing. With less optimum space utilized, we have a full bandwidth to keep the things open in the corner. Okay.
And one thing regarding this entire team, I mean, all the team, whether it's Fardeen, whether it's Tasmia, everybody is so responsive. I mean, once if you instruct them and the thing gets done, they never say never. So that is something which is the quality. They never impose their designs on you. They listen to your suggestions and work according to your suggestion and give you something on that. So this is something which is very creative about team. Either it's Fardeen or it's Tasmia. They're actually people who are ready to listen to you. They don't impose their decisions on you, and this is something which is very good from customer perspective.
Yeah, one more thing I need to add towards Ferdinand's attitude is that he will always say one thing. Abhinav sir, please bring an idea. Don't bother about it. We will
We'll
make
get it done.
implemented.
That's something which is his punchline, and he actually sticks to it.
So really thankful to Ferdinand and Tasmia for making our dream house.
A
our
dream
house.
abode, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, team, for this, and keep up the good work.